Ziggy Air Tree Zulu Alpha Portland ground cleared to Concord. VFR at or below 4,500 feet. Departure on 125.5. Squawk 54 Tree 7.
Well, hello my friends and welcome to Ziggy Air. Today we are in Portland, Maine at the Portland International Jetport. And we're going to do something different today. We're going to review one of the new kids on the block on the ATC side, and that's called Sayintentions.AI. Let me bring this into view over here. So, you know me, you know that I have been an advocate for better ATC and Microsoft Flight Simulator. I usually use FS HUD for my IFR flights, but FS HUD has some limitations, and one of them being the fact that it's only for IFR flights and you can't do any VFR on it. I mean, I guess you can, but it's just not set up for that. So there's been a lot of efforts around the community of developers to improve the ATC experience for Microsoft Flight Simulators, for users, for pilots like me and Ziggy. Here comes AI Intentions, and they've taken a different approach from, for example, developers like BeyondATC. BeyondATC has been out there and promoting their product a lot, in my opinion, hyping in the product quite a bit with some videos, but we haven't seen anything from them, and they were supposed to release something. They were supposed to release the product back in October of 2023, but I guess there have been some issues and they delayed that. They claimed they had to start from scratch because of traffic injections and so on and so forth. So you can see those videos from BeyondATC. I myself, I'm a little bit skeptical about it, and actually I've been kind of critical when they release videos in YouTube and Discord. But regardless of that, Sayintentions have taken a different approach. They released a beta version here. You can go into their website and sign up for the pre-release beta. They'll give you 24 hours to try it out. If you want to continue with it, you just gotta pay $29.99 for monthly for continued use of the beta release. Now that's a little bit steep, so I got the free version or the free trial here, and we're gonna take a look at it. You can go ahead to the website, and if you wanted to do that, try the pre-beta release. You can also watch. They have these videos. They got 4 videos, I believe, and a couple more in YouTube. But one is just how to get the software installed, how to get it connected to Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is it's not very difficult. Just run it. It's a zip file. Unzip it and you run it, and it connects automatically. There's also a way where you can they also show you the settings that you can use here. So I'm going to show you the settings here. Over here you can add your call sign and then your ID number. So your type of aircraft. So what I did is I just put Ziggy Air, and then my tail number will be November 1123 Zulu Alpha. That will be a tail number. You can click it if you wanted to call it your flight number. Fairly straightforward. The video goes ahead and includes the explanation of these options. Go ahead and watch the video. They do a better job than I would do here right now to try to explain some of these individual things. On the headset side, you can just go ahead and select the type of dialect that you want. Then you set up your microphone, your output devices, and you can test that out. On the joystick side, I have my Velocity Flight joystick, which I then you have to go through the process of scanning to select your button there to communicate with Velocity 1. And if you click it as the way I set up, it just shows you that you're transmitting over here. So that once you do that, you test it out and you should be all set. And there's a couple of things in multiplayer and experimental. I just leave those. All right, so having said that, having gone through that, let's why don't we get the TBM started, and let's go to a quick flight to Concord, New Hampshire from Portsmouth, Maine, and see how it works. Portland clearance, Ziggy Air November 1123 Zulu Alpha, requesting VFR flight to Concord, New Hampshire. So it's the wheel is spinning. That means it's going into communicating to the AI. Some delay here.
Ziggy Air Tree Zulu Alpha Portland ground cleared to Concord. VFR at or below 4,500 feet. Departure on 125.5. Squawk 5437.
Clear to Concord, New Hampshire. VFR at or below 4,500 feet. Departure on 125.5. Squawk 5437. Ziggy Air November 1123 Zulu Alpha. So that's a, it's a good.
Ziggy Air Tree Zulu Alpha, read back correct.
Great, read back correct. That's all we wanted to hear. So let's set our squawky. Transponder goes to 5437, and I'm going to move the window onto my other monitor here so I can do this better. So I'm going to enter that. I'm going to report altitude here. Enter. It's on standby. Then they're asking us to switch to departure onto 5.5. All right. Enter that. Switch that. So if you forget or whatever, you can always, they have this upper quadrant of the window. It gives you all of the communication frequencies and all of that. So in it, you can follow it really well. That's a real plus for me. So actually, we should call ground. We should set this to ground. Let's do this the right way. I'm gonna switch back. I'm gonna put in the frequency for ground is 121.9, and I'll switch that and keep the other one on standby. Portland ground, Ziggy Air November 1123 Zulu Alpha, requesting taxi to active runway.
Ziggy Air Tree Zulu Alpha taxi to runway 18 at your discretion. Contact tower on 120.9 when ready for departure.
Taxi at my discretion to runway 18. Contact tower on 120.9. Ziggy Air November 1123 Zulu Alpha. All right, so let's go. Runway 18 is over here, so we're gonna take a left into C and then take off from over here. All right, so far so good, my friends. And then we'll set up the autopilot here for 3,500. I mean 4,500 be our initial altitude, probably our cruise altitude for the whole flight. So far so good. So there's a delay, which is not that bad. I mean, it's probably very realistic in terms of what the delay you'll hear in real life around it, and it understands my voice and my accent and doesn't have much problems with that. And yeah, so I'm not using the correct terminology. If I was on VATSIM, I would have to kind of use that correct terminology, and here you can just kind of like be a little bit off, and it still understands what you're trying to do. So so far, if you like this video, if you find some that is useful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and a like if you want. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I have all kinds of videos here, fun videos, instructional videos, and also Sigi always wants me to promote pet adoption, you know, because if you are looking for a co-pilot, a pet co-pilot here, like she is with, she's flying with me all the time, then choose adoption. And we usually, when we go to different places, we highlight pet adoption centers around the country, or the US and other countries, if they have adoption centers. And if you want to save a life, you go ahead and choose adopting a pet. We found Sigi on a shelter, and she's been a great co-pilot so far. So there you are, Sigi. I've done my job here for you and your cause here. All right, so we're getting close to runway 18, and we'll let switch to tower. And tower is on 120.9. We'll enter that, and we'll put switch that, and we'll put 125.5 in the standby. Portland Tower, Sigi Air November 1123, Zulu Alpha at runway 18, ready for departure.
Sigi Air Tree Zulu Alpha Portland Tower, winds 149er at 7, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff. Sigi Air 1123 Zulu Alpha. So this is interesting. I have runway 18, and they have it on the signage here as runway 29. All right, we got the runway here. We should have been over here. So they didn't pick this up. So let's go back to runway 18. So
Skylane 422, Alpha Mike, enter left downwind, expect short approach.
Left downwind, expecting short approach. Skylane 422, Alpha Mike.
have an issue here because it didn't pick up we were at the wrong runway, and I didn't do that on purpose, but that's just interesting to see and to experience, because I'm doing this, I haven't practiced or haven't done anything except watch the videos, and you're experiencing this with me as I'm doing this and for the first time. Alright, so now we are at runway 18. Let's say what Portland has to say. Portland International Jetport, Sigi Air at runway 18, ready for departure. So maybe he's thinking that, hey, wait a minute, wasn't this guy already asked? Didn't I already clear him?
Sigi Air Tree Zulu Alpha, winds 149er at 5, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Moon.
Clear for takeoff. Sigi Air 1123 Zulu Alpha.
When I'll call your base.
Extending downwind awaiting base call Mooney, 824 Foxtrot Delta.
So we got some traffic communications here. So again, this is the beta version, and I'm sure that there will be some continuing improvements to the software to make sure that this type of thing is corrected. But so far, not too bad. I think that the voices are good. The other stuff is not too bad. So let's see what else we can find here and how it performs well after we take off here. So all right, so set power. Power set. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. So a little bit of stuttering here, but it's my OBS recording thing that sometimes messes up. Alright, yaw damper on. AP on. And let's go and climb on indicator airspeed.
Ziggy Air Tree Zulu Alpha, contact departure.
Contact departure, Ziggy Air 1123 Zulu Alpha. Right, departure is on 125.5, and we have it here, and we'll switch that. And I believe that's Boston departure. Departure Ziggy Air 1123 with you at 2,300 with VFR to Concord, New Hampshire.
Ziggy Air Tree Zulu Alpha Portland approach radar contact.
Piper Tree 45, Charlie, maintain present altitude traffic at your 9 o'clock, a Boeing 737.
Alright, we're hearing some traffic in here. That's pretty cool. Alright, so far. So we got a beautiful afternoon here in New England. This is the northeast of the US, and no snow on the ground. I guess the winter's been pretty mild over here in New Hampshire, in New England. Alright, so let's say we have about 16 minutes, and I won't put you through the whole 16 minutes. I'll just focus on the particular ones where I need to contact ATC, and I'm gonna do that right now at 128.2. It's one thing that I like is that you have to manage the radios, and it gives you a hands-on and more immersive approach here to your flight. Center Ziggy Air November 1123 Zulu Alpha with you at 4,500, requesting flight following to Concord, New Hampshire.
Ziggy Air Tree Zulu Alpha radar contact.
Awesome. Alright, let's get rid of the yaw damper here. I'm sorry, the inertia separator, not the yaw damper. And we don't need the radar, weather radar, Siggy, no? No, we're good. Alright. Alright, my friends, why don't we do something different here and see how the AI responds here? Let's tell them that we're going to change our VFR destination. Center Siggy Air November 1123 Zulu Alpha requesting VFR destination change to Manchester, New Hampshire.
Ziggy Air Tree Zulu Alpha Portland approach VFR destination change to Manchester approved squawk 5437 and ident.
Destination change approved to Manchester squawk 5437 and ident. Ziggy Air 1123.
Alright. Ziggy Air Tree Zulu Alpha contact Boston approach on 127.35.
Contact Boston approach on 127.35. Ziggy Air November 1123 Zulu Alpha.
Ziggy Air Tree Zulu Alpha, good day. Ziggy Air Tree Zulu Alpha, you are cleared into the Manchester Class Charlie airspace. Continue straight in towards the field. Descend at your discretion. I'll hand you to tower in just a bit. Expect visual approach for runway 24.
Expect visual approach runway 124, Ziggy Air November 1123 Zulu Alpha. Well, that was pretty cool, huh? Thing. Boston Center got back to us, gave me the instructions, and I wanted to send our night discretion, and we're just gonna take runway 24 and we'll do the visual approach to that. Alright, so come back here, procedures, approach. Hand me to towers, so I should probably need the tower frequency. There we go. Right on cue. Tower is 121.3. Manchester Tower, Ziggy Air November 1123, with you to land runway 24.
Ziggy Air Tree Zulu Alpha, Manchester Boston Tower, make straight in for runway 24.
Straight in, runway 24. Landing gear down. A bit turbulent. expecting anything from towers. They get off right away or something. Not sure. Alright, so why don't we just, I'm expecting that the tower would tell me to get off the runway and contact ground, but they didn't do that. So, let's contact ground at 121.9. Manchester Tower, Seagear, November 1123, requesting taxi to parking.
Ziggy Air Tree Zulu Alpha taxi to parking via Charlie Monitor ground point 9er.
Taxi to parking via Charlie, monitor ground point 9er. So let's switch that. That was tower out, so I made a mistake. I didn't switch it, so I'll just tell ground again. Manchester ground, Seagear, November 1123 Zulu Alpha, taxi to parking. That was my mistake, that's all. But, you know, they corrected me.
Ziggy Air Tree Zulu Alpha, Manchester, Boston, ground taxi to parking via Charlie Monitor, ground point 9er, good day.
Good day. Alright, let's go to Charlie over here, and I think the parking is to our left. This is Charlie. Alright, so a couple of differences here. Some mistakes, some issues that probably are being worked on at the moment, I suppose. Some impressive features. I like the fact that, I mean, I don't have to be perfect on my communications. I like the fact that I made a couple of mistakes.
Cessna 908, Charlie Echo, cross runway 30, contact ground on 121.9.
They
Crossing
correct,
runway 30, contacting ground on 121.9, Cessna 908, Charlie Echo.
and they corrected me, and
Falcon 762 Foxtrot Romeo, hold short of runway 12 traffic on final. Holding short of runway 12, Falcon 762 Foxtrot Romeo.
they picked it up right away. They had no issue with me. They didn't come back to me and say, hey.
Cherokee Tree 15 X-ray Papa, proceed to holding point Alpha 2 via taxiway Bravo. Proceeding to holding point Alpha 2 via Bravo Cherokee Tree 15 X-ray Papa.
So, Also, I was able to change my destination, no problem. I like that. I mean, when you fly VFR, that's something that you might have to do at some point. And the flexibility here, the interface is pretty good. I like the availability of this information right on top here. I don't have to write things down. So I suppose that if I wanted to be true to life, I would be writing it down, but hey, I like the fact that it's right there, the tower, the ground frequencies, the previous communication, so I can refer back to that. It's all in there, very, very useful. All right, so far so good. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you're using Sayintentions.AI, let me know if what is your experience with it. If you're used it after watching this video, let me know. I'll appreciate that. Alright, let me park over here. And let me know what your experience was after watching this video, and if you found it to be... I did find it to be easy to install, easy to learn the features, and to do this first flight. So I like it. The price, they're gonna have to work on that. I'm not sure if I would pay $29.99 for a monthly fee to use this. It could be that they may have different pricing structures. I mean, it could be that you pay a base price of, let's say, 20 bucks, and if with some amount of AI minutes, say the 20 bucks will give you, I don't know, 5-10 minutes of AI time, which is a lot. I mean, if you're considering that it's, you know, 20, 30 seconds of communications, maybe a minute here, that's probably saying a lot. And anything above that, you would pay some type of a fee. I don't know if that's a good structure for people, but some people may prefer like a, you know, unlimited amount or something like that. But it is costly. It's coming down. ChatGPT is coming down in price, so probably the pricing structure will change, and it's not going to be this high, and probably there will be
Hawker 511 Hotel Alpha, hold short of taxiway Golf, awaiting further instructions.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be.
Short of taxiway Golf, Hawker 511 Hotel Alpha.
There'll be improvements. All right, my friends. As always, if you fly, please remember to always fly Sigi Air. All right, I'll talk to you later. We'll see you in the skies later. Please remember that I'm flying across the world in the TVN 850, and I'm currently in Manila. So we're making our way, Sigi and I are making our way back into the continental U.S. through, we're going to be flying through Japan, China, Russia, and then into Alaska and down the western U.S. through Mexico and all the way down to the South America and coming back to the Caribbean. So that's our plan. All right. Take care, my friends.